Who is Mykhailo Mudryk? Who is this Ukrainian player that Chelsea have signed? Let's discuss. Alright, so the Ukrainian international has caught the eye with a string of exciting performances in the Champions League for Shakhtar Donetsk, contributing 3 goals and 2 assists in 6 group stage games in the 2022-2023 campaign. Mudryk had always appeared to be destined to play in one of Europe's best leagues and quite possibly for one of the biggest clubs in the world. However, it's a case where, Chelsea were able to hijack the deal, get him, and make it seem very easy as well. It was very quick for those who were following up on the transfer updates of what led to him signing. And obviously, we all know that he recently turned 22 in this January 2023 month. So this in itself shows that Chelsea may have longevity on their side, having this play for a while. And well, let's go straight into the tactical analysis part. Alright, so Mudryk is a right-footed winger who is mostly comfortable cutting in from the left onto his stronger foot. His acceleration is a particular strength as he is able to reach his top speed extremely quickly from a standing start. This allows him to stand his opponent up before knocking the ball either way and darting away from them. He often does this down the touchline and onto his weaker foot, the direction in which his opponent won't expect him to go, before putting a cross into the box. Although this involves using his weaker foot, he has the ability to put good balls into dangerous areas with his left foot. This is something that we'd love to see, especially when Joao Felix is back from suspension. It would be good to see somebody who has that creative instinct, has the build to withstand pressure as well. So that would be an excellent thing to consider. If he has the space to do so, which usually means he is in a deeper position, Mudryk will try and make a touch across his opponent's path to get his body between them and the ball. Again, his acceleration is a big strength in this situation as he draws fouls from opponents who can't get goal side of him or gets away from them and into space. This tactic helps Mudryk, I keep mispronouncing the name, forgive me, to move away from those opponents and inside wide from the left before combining with his teammates in the center of the pitch or working a shooting opportunity for himself. He uses subtle body feints to manipulate his opponent and shift their body weight to one side, usually outwards away from goal, before he pushes the ball the other way and bursts forward. After creating himself a yard of space on the inside, Mudryk drives forward powerfully to attack on the angle towards goal and make the most of the slight advantage he has given himself over the defender. He manipulates the ball brilliantly, varying the size of his touches to move his opponent from side to side and shift their weight, drawing them in before then exploding away with a longer touch. Mudryk poses a significant threat on goal once in the inside channel and central lane. He has lots of ability when shooting using the inside of his foot, often bending shots into the far corner. He can also disguise his finishes using small touches to create the type of shooting opportunity he wants and cutting a shot across his body and towards the near post, as he often draws players towards the ball when he carries it forward. His ability to shoot in a very specific way, for example through an opponent's legs, means he can get a shot off in crowded areas when others might not be able to, which is a positive because Chelsea have been missing on that. Sometimes they hit the player that's in front of them. So if he has this ability to do this, it'll be muito bom. And I know he's Ukrainian, but I have to say the Portuguese version and say that will be very good. He isn't as effective when shooting with his laces from long distances and attempting to use more power. So obviously he has that weakness where he can't do that, but that's something that can always be improved because he's very young, 22 to be exact. That'll be 100% positive. Mudryk likes to find pockets to receive in the left inside channel, and he usually collects the ball in an interesting way. He takes his first touch with one foot and then pushes the ball towards with the other. This has the benefit of him being able to shift the ball quickly away from an opponent who has come to meet him, when taking 2 touches with the same foot would take him longer. He then gets his head up and looks to release a teammate who is making a forward run. In these situations, Mudryk is a fantastic link between the defensive players and the attackers. There are other times, meanwhile, then Mudryk receives in a wider position. From here, his intention is usually to drive down the line with the ball before getting a cross in. As already mentioned, he can accelerate very quickly to get away from an opponent, but he also stands out for his ability to decelerate before crossing. While some wide players struggle to slow down after reaching their top speed and their technique suffers as they try to cross while running at full speed, Mudryk slows down efficiently and can cross effectively with his left foot in these situations. I'm loving the attributes and the abilities that I'm bringing up because it's special. It's special because we've seen that so when people get to their top speed, they cannot slow down, and sometimes their cross is overhit because they're trying to hit it because they have to make up for the fact that they can't slow down. So without losing that chance of winning the ball out of play, they strike the ball with great efficiency, and also trying to ensure that the ball gets into the box if that's the aim, or to get the cross into somebody who is there. So obviously this is absolutely positive. He also has more variety to his crosses as he improves his game. He used to use powerful deliveries across goal, which were particularly effective on the transition when there was space behind the opposition's defense to exploit. However, he has become more effective when facing compact lower blocks, able to find a teammate more often with a cutback or depth. Lofted delivery. This is, however, still an area he can improve on in the coming years. So when I consider all of these factors, when I consider the fact that he is able to do so much, it makes me happy to think about this. Now, just to quickly give you a little understanding of what he can offer on the left of a front three, which is something that we tend to see, although it may alter to a 4-2-3-1 and a hybrid 4-3-3, is that the main position Mudryk has played throughout his career so far has been on the left wing. So obviously, right-footed player come on the left foot, more effective on the right rather than being left-footed and playing on the left wing. So it makes a lot of sense. Usually as part of a front three in a Shakhtar Donetsk 4-3-3, for example, his teammates will try to get him to the positions where he can isolate his opponent, and Shakhtar left back Bogdan Mykhailo makes delayed overlapping runs to take defenders away from him. This allows Mudryk to start as wide as he wants or needs to, and then Mykhailo times his run to give the opposition's fullback something else to think about as Mudryk bears down on him. I think that this would be a positive to bring up the best out of our left back, whoever that may be. If we want to use the younger route of using Lewis Hall a bit more, that would be positive because we know that Lewis Hall is more of a midfielder, left mid, and he can also be the advanced play for you as a left winger, although that's not ideally his position per se. Or if you use a Cucurella, who will be more effective going forward, because we know Cucurella has it in him to be that interchangeable player who can make connections with his teammate on that left side. So it could be an absolute positive. Mudryk uses his teammates' movements to progress deeper into the final third and takes advantage of his opponent taking a step towards the overlapping Mykhaylo to drive in fields when they are off balance. He also uses movements from the centre forward Lassina Traore or Danilo Sican to the left to help work himself chances to shoot. His teammates know how good he is at working across opportunity from very little, and when he attacks down the touchline, the other players in Shakhtar's front line, as well as a number 8 and sometimes even the right back, will make sprints. This reminds me of Reece James, if you get what I mean, to get into the penalty area. Left back Mykhailo will narrow to support Mudryk, and in the final third he will provide an option for a sharp cut back if he can be found with a clever reverse. Now, this is an absolute positive when I take everything into consideration. The fact that we have this player around our fingers to be a player for us and could be an integral player in what we want to do, it brings joy to me. And I'm happy that we've struck this deal. We were able to get the player, and he's now a Chelsea player. It's fantastic news. So that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, and see you guys next time. Road to 1,000 subscribers is on the way, and road to 800, which is closer than 1,000. So peace, have a good one, keep the blue flag flying high, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.